They say blood is thicker than water, but don't forget you can drown in both of them. I'm sure I've lost count of all the times I gasped for air, but my lungs are full now, full of this fucking spite and hate, broken but not shattered. Let me show you how it feels. Two words I got for you. I dare you. Hurt me. Hurt me! Hurt me! Hurt me! I'm sick of this game, I'm bearing the shame. Motherfucking hurt me! Hurt me! Hurt me! I'm not just a demon, I'm shedding the blame. It never felt so good. 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 Domino velocity heading towards me. Powerless to stop what I can't understand. Eyes of gold in the heat of the action. This is the effect that goes the reaction. Look at you, big man on campus. Well, if I got some news for you. Praise for rapping, let me show you how it feels. This is the end, time for you to suffer. Hide me! Hide me! Hide me! I'm sick of this game, I'm bearing the shame. Motherfucking hurt me! Hurt me! Hurt me! I'm not just a demon, I'm shedding the blame. As I woke up from the wreckage of my own personal hell, I take a look around for the last time I bet you back. It never felt so good. 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 Depends on what you're calling it. Depends on what you want. We could stay in heaven or the circle of lost. I'll rip this into pieces, 'cause that's what we agreed. We play until I have you begging for me. I take up this blade with both our hands up on the wall just to penetrate. This is our last taste of heaven before we'll send us straight back to. If I could just stretch a little more to touch
everyone. How we doing? What's poppin'? Hey, Kage-sama. Hey, Contratorn. Hey, Gabi. Hey, Luca. Hey, Philip. Hey, Michna. See, Michna? Here I am, making content for you. Michna in the chat is our DOP, our photographer. He's amazing, and he's also helping us out with our social media, trying to get things rolling over there. Yeah, it's been a day actually. I'm kind of happy to be doing this with you guys. This will be my chill, right? This is my chill time. I'm gonna chill with all of you, and we are gonna play some guitar. We're gonna talk about some guitar, and yeah, it's been a bit of a day. We've been really busy behind the scenes, preparing everything for our first shows. So tomorrow we'll be in Yash for the first time in Underground Pub. I think you can still get like the special offer tickets in there. Just go to the link in the description. And the day after that, on Saturday, we'll be in Suceava for the first time in Art Rock Cafe. So yeah, and yeah, that's been like a whole thing. And just got back from the awesome Rock FM, which is like the biggest rock radio in our country, if I'm not mistaken. And they were very lovely. And just got home, gave some stuff to print to Caesar, like timetables, set lists, and all that good stuff. And yeah, just managed to put on a clean shirt, my health shirt. Yeah, let me. Yeah. Got it when they played here in Bucharest, in Quantic during their latest Rat Wars tour. Was amazing. The show was absolutely amazing. Got actually a chance to meet the lads. Was absolutely fantastic. Oh, hi, Gabi. Oh, hi, Luca. Yo, it's Dan. Hey, Dan. Hey, Contratorn. Yeah, Rat Girl Summer. Let's go. Yeah, what are we doing today? So today I'm gonna play for you some guitar. I'm actually gonna play through our whole set list that we have prepared for this spring. So you'll be able to hear it here first. Of course, it's not the same like if you were actually there at the show, but hopefully we can chill, we can play some guitar, and you guys can help me get over my nerves for the show, because like even after all this time, after all of the shows, I still get very nervous. I'm just that kind of guy. It's every show we play is amazing to me, and it just makes the little boy inside very happy. The boy that I was at 15, 16, air guitaring to Metallica concerts in my bedroom, and I'm just so happy to be able to do this and like play music for you guys. So how is everyone? How is everyone's Thursday going along? Come on, we're over the hump. Weekend's almost here. How we doing? Luca, my first song on guitar, if I remember correctly, I think it was either Smoke on the Water or Enter Sandman, I think. Now, can y'all just let me know, sound off in the chat, if you can hear the guitar? And And can you hear the guitar all right? And can you hear me all right? There's going to be a bit of a lag, so I'm just going to wait for you guys to reply. Oh yeah, we can. Thanks, Gabi. Okay, so, yay, Kage, let's go. Chugga Chugga is audible. Let me play some gent for you. I'm not gonna sing the lyrics, unless I can't help myself on certain parts. I don't want to put you guys through that. Might do some woes, maybe, we'll see. But before we get this show on the road, I want to say one last thing. I'm very, very nervous to be doing this. I'm used to playing live. I'm used to playing, in like at a show. I'm used to playing. I'm used to playing, in the rehearsal space, playing for people. But I'm not used to playing guitar on camera for you guys. So this is like the first time I'm doing this on stream, and. So I might make some mistakes, but we're gonna go through that. So after I'll play the set, I'm gonna grab the video, and then we're gonna do a sort of a reaction to it. We're gonna go through it. We're gonna talk about some of the techniques I use, some of the stuff that I do on guitar, and we're gonna laugh at my mistakes. Reminds you of Humanity's Last Breath. Oh yeah, that show was amazing, Contraton. Yeah, we saw Humanity's Last Breath at Rockstad Extreme Fest. Contraton was there, and we were just like going nuts. And Michna was there as well. We were. That was amazing. About a 19-20 second delay between our chat here and the chat on screen. Yeah, no, sorry for the delay. I think it's better to have a stable stream, so we're gonna have a bit of a lag, but it should be fine. Stop being nervous, Gabi. I'm always nervous. Thank you, but I'm always nervous. Wreck-It, the last riff touched your soul. Oh boy, that's I don't want. No, I'm glad you enjoyed it, but that sounds a bit wrong. Okay. Enough talk! Slams something. I'm just gonna tune, and we're gonna get this party started. Give me a second to just check my tuning. I also figured out that so my webcam can do 60 FPS, but only if you take out the USB, like it's got a USB-C, if you take it out and then just flip it, apparently. So that was something I learned today. Okay, let's go. I'm just gonna hit record, and I'm gonna hit play, and yeah, let's have some fun. Let's play a show. If you guys want to sound off in the comments, I'll be checking the comments, the chat, as well. Please, if you can, leave a like on the stream. It helps a lot. Thank you.
Succumbs to the encroaching tendrils of dusk. The earth.
I'm even playing the show intro for you guys. Come on, let's have a concert. Let's mosh. Let's have some fun. Yeah? Let's go.
It is in the stillness that they take the first steps, casting a phantom silhouette against the fading twilight. While the sun's departure
Sing with your keyboard, sing with your real voice, sing with whatever you got.
In the atmospheres felt. This is the tale of a dark omen that relentlessly usurps the world. Are you prepared?
There's also a donation link if you want to help the van repair fund. Thank you. That's fine, Gabi. Have fun. Enjoy the show. Okay, let's go. First riff, let's see if I mess it up. Come on.
Hurt me.
Come on. Welcome to the show, everybody. Let's go. I'm tuned to double drop D sharp, by the way, for the guitarist in the crowd. So the lowest string is a D sharp. And then the second string is an A sharp, and you go for them there. Let's go. Come on! Feeling good? Everything sounding good? You don't want me to have a mic, Contraton, trust me. Y'all might know this one. This is Braindance. Let's go.
I have to process this.
Hey, Victor. And don't worry, Contraton. We got a lot of songs to get through. Let's go. Okay, let's get to dancing. Come on, let's go. Show me your dance moves in the chat, or just clap along to the beat, or stomp your feet to the beat. Whatever. Come on. Hey, Tari! Oh my gosh, welcome. Let me show you the new transition before we go into Atonia. Thank you so much for y'all for being here. Hope you're having a good time. Thanks, Philip. I'm glad you're enjoying the tone.
Whatever you do, don't fall asleep.
Sing it! I need! One, two, three, let's go! Oh my God, is that Andrei Dushko from We Are Numbers? Bruh. Okay. This is our saddest song. It's called Wavebreaker. You might know it. This song still makes me want to cry a little bit. I'm sorry. Let's just focus on the guitar playing. Scream it with me. Come on, you know the part. We can never go back! With me. That song always takes it out of me.
People don't like humans anymore.
Andrei, look, it's your song.
Will we ever stop to see ourselves?
Andre, do you still know the lyrics? Kill what we, come on! This is where I do a spin, but I can't because I don't have the space in my living room. How could you forget? That was a day filming that video. Okay, chat, let's open this fucking pit up. Come on, let's fucking go! What we love, come on! Truth be told, we're lost in the end. We kill what we love, we kill what we... Messed up that guitar part. My hands are shaking. I'm not even joking. Oh boy, so nervous. Alex Rayu, hello! Catalina, headstock 2.0 for spin. It's, well, that just makes it better for spinning because you can stab someone. Okay, this next song you might know, even if you've never heard this before. But it's gonna be a little bit different because I don't have the guitar, the bass and the drum tracks to it because it's not our song. So I'm gonna play it for you. It's gonna sound a bit weird, but let's just have a good time. You can you can sing along to it. Sound familiar? Because, oh yeah, we're playing it. We're playing it. We haven't played it in Yashua. We haven't played it in Suceava yet, so they gotta hear our version, yeah? Can you feel my... Can you feel my? Sing the words if you know them. Scared to get close. Jump! Okay, we're halfway through the show, chat. How we feeling? Yes, Luca, can you feel my heart? I knew it was Bring the Horizon because it's practically the only cover you sing at every concert and it's on every set list. Yes, it is. We have some other covers we're trying to figure out, but you know, it's hard to do a cover and sort of make it your own a little bit. So yeah, and by the way, everything you heard on the production side, that has been remade from scratch by me. So like I didn't use any AI tools or anything like that. I just made it from scratch by myself. Coming up, we have Scream for the Voiceless, by the way. Hey Victor, maybe. And yeah, Bring the Horizon with no distortion really sounds like lo-fi ambient. I love that too. Let's move. Jump! chat? Are you still breathing, chat? Come on, show me in the chat. Let's go. Come! Okay. Give it up for my boy Caesar on bass. That's always a fun song to play. A Scream for the Voiceless is always a fun song to play. And if you watched our end of year review podcast, which I know a lot of you did, you can also hear a version of it, like the first version of it, like the first demo of it, the way it sounded. It was really rock and roll. Alex Fire, thank you. Thank you so much, dude. Alex Rayu, by the way, he has a fantastic band. Check it out, check it out. And check out his channel too. He's got an amazing voice. Perfect example of a human Labrador doing what he loves. Well, yes, Victor. I'm always happy to play music, and especially when I get to play it for you guys.
Afraid. So I imagined these things to distract myself from the thought of the void. Things are moving way too fast. Around me. Without me. I can't keep up. I don't want to go out there.
This is a new song. It's called Got a Feelin'. Enjoy the vibes, chat. Enjoy the vibes. No, you, Alex. Hey, Doom! Bounce! Did we enjoy the new song, chat? Got a feeling some of you might have heard it because we played it live a couple times last year. Thanks for stopping by, Doom, by the way. We got 2 more songs to go, by the way. This one has the stankiest breakdown. It's called Have You. This is where Rach would be singing. Can't wait for a proper release. Me neither, Gabi. It'll be way sooner than you think. Philip, glad you loved it. Okay. But you know what time it is? It's time to go down to hell! Move. Okay, last song, chat, and then we'll hang out, we'll talk about guitar, we'll do a reaction to what I just played, okay? This song is hard for me. It's very fast, so wish me luck. Bloodbox MFers, yeah! Jump! We actually redid the whole lyrics to this song. Can't wait for you guys to hear the new version. I want to see a mosh pit going down in the chat right now. Come on. Go! Bounce!
Know by now, when the sun goes dark, June turns black.
Whoo! Shoot! Sheesh! Sheesh! My God, I've worked up a sweat. Sorry for the last tone on Bloodbox. It's a bit. I didn't have enough time to prepare my fuzzy tone for that I use for like the chorus part. It's like this health distorted industrial tone. Didn't have the chance to prepare it correctly, so it kind of sounded a bit off. But I'm hoping you guys, you want me to play it again? You want me to play Bloodbox again? Fine, let's do it. Y'all some crazy lads out there. Okay, do over. Let me do over that riff. Gosh darn it. Bloodbox is like a one and done. Like I play it live once and then I cannot play it again that whole day. Sorry. Okay, this time for real. Open this pit up. I want to see everybody moving around. Let's go. You didn't see anything, Kage, don't worry. Hey, that's Vaughn! Move! Inside my blood box. Hear all these fables about my blood box. Nailed it. move! Sorry, messed up the riff there, because I just noticed that we kind of lost connection a little bit. Hopefully everything is okay now. Just let me know in the chat if you can hear me, if you can still hear me, if you can still see me. Sorry. I am not playing it a third time. Oh. Yeah, so that is our set list. For Bloodbox specifically, we have some new stuff that's going to happen on the song. That we just all good. Okay, Gabi, I'm happy to hear. Whew. Oh, damn. Okay, 2.25 times. It's a good stream. Today was a good day. Okay, so I'm really sweaty in this room. I turned on the AC, but I don't think it's doing much. Victor for Bloodbox, yes, pretty much. Yeah, I do mess around with some tunings during the song. I'm using pitch shifting. Bear in mind, by the tones that you hear, like I'm glad you guys are enjoying them, but they're not the actual tones I use live because that's in my guitar effects processor, which is in our rack, waiting, like in storage, waiting to be carried over to our next show, which is tomorrow in Yash. Okay. So, I hope you all enjoyed that. First up, hope you enjoyed the set list. Let's have a chat. Let's take a quick break and have a chat. But before we take that break, let me just remind you that tomorrow we'll be in Yash for the first time. Thank you, Epicenter. Thank you, Heavy Center, for organizing that. If you go in the link in the description, you'll be able to find tickets. Most likely we have some special discounts and stuff like that. So tomorrow we'll be in Yash. I'm hoping that I can do a bit of a live stream on Instagram from there. So yeah, come hang out on Instagram. Hopefully, if everything works out, if I have good connection, good internet. And on Saturday we'll be in Suceava. So yeah, first time in both places. I can't wait. Okay, so I'm going to take a little break, and then we're going to look at this footage together, and we're going to talk about guitar stuff. We're going to nerd out about guitar stuff, techniques, tunings, any questions you have, and hopefully not live stream from the show, Gabi. Unfortunately, I did try to live stream on Twitch at one point, but unfortunately my phone is too potato, and it couldn't handle like the volume, so like it was all distorted and very nasty. It wasn't nice to look at or listen to most. But I'm going to be live streaming before the show, hopefully, if I have time, if nothing goes wrong and I have good internet, and we can just hang out, we can chat, we can talk. I wanted to say something. Yeah, and there's a link in the description if you want to donate to the van repair fund. Keep us on all wheels going. The van's fine, it's working, it'll get us there, but whenever we have an issue, it tends to be a pretty big one. Okay, we're gonna take a quick 10-minute break. I need to get some air, and then we're gonna come back right here and we're gonna chat about guitar stuff and nerd out about guitar stuff, and I'm gonna talk about the songs and give you some behind the scenes info about everything I'm doing. I hope that this is super useful also for the guitarists who are going to find this and who I know are in the chat, if they want to learn how to play a song. Like, you can slow down the footage and you can kind of see what I'm doing over here. over here. It's nothing too complicated. For the live set, I try to keep it pretty simple, just so that we can, just so that the risk of mistakes is low. But okay, and enough talk. Let's take a little break. Thank you so much for hanging out, by the way, on this Thursday evening. You're lovely. You're lovely. Thank you.
I'm still breathing, I'm on life support, and I believe we're happy until we got it. To tell you the truth, I'm so goddamn tired. I need to belong, but I'm not really wired. When you don't have a voice, you need to scream somehow. When you don't have a voice, you need to scream somehow. I'm so goddamn tired. I need to belong, but I'm not really wired. To tell you the truth, I'm so goddamn tired. I need to belong, but I'm not really wired. When you don't have a voice, you need to scream somehow. When you don't have a voice, you need to scream somehow. When you don't have Truth be told, we're lost.
Gee, thanks YouTube, not YouTube. Thank you Spotify for shifting to copyrighted music instead of playing through our album. That's gonna be fun. I think I'm gonna need to edit that part out. Hey, welcome back. Alrighty then. So, I just realized, pro streamer moment, okay? I just realized I don't have the scene set up for us to watch the thing. So, what I'm gonna do is that I am going to set up a scene while we can chat a little bit. How we feeling? How we feeling? How we feeling out there? Come on, vibe check, vibe check. Let me know. Let me know, chat. Let me know how you doing. Yeah, Gabi could have been worse. I mean, grab the guitar. Nice. Doing good. Just got my guitar and started shoegazing a little. Oh, nice. Nice. Hey, Vlad. Hey. Vlad Karabin from the band Stone Light. Fantastic band. Lovely, lovely people. Go check them out. You missed the playthrough, Vlad. But you're here for the guitar chat, so I mean, hang out. Let's nerd out about guitar, yeah? Okay, let's move this over there. Let's stop Cubase. Just stop. Cubase, stop. Okay. Let me just open the video up. And okay. I'm gonna shift to this. Okay. Okay. Audio should be coming through, which is good. I just need to set up the display capture. Pro streamer moment. I know, this is the most exciting thing you have ever seen. By the way, if y'all don't know, Contratorn is a fantastic black metal / shoegaze artist as well. So check his stuff out too. It's very, very vibey, very dark, but very, very nice. I mean, I wish I was as talented as Contratorn is at his age, right? Monitor. Primary monitor. Oh. Oh, I need to change resolution. Hold on. Hope this doesn't break anything. Okay, keep them changes, yo. And display capture. Let's move this down. Properties. Okay. And let's open up the video. Okay. And now, for my next trick, setting up the mic. Let me get my chair. Give him the chair. Okay. And the webcam. Let me make tiny webcam tiny webcam down. I'll just put myself up here, maybe? Yeah, because we need to see the guitar. Enough of my silly face. Let's transition to that. Okay. And I think I need to adjust the thing, the camera. Hold on. Don't fall down. Don't fall down, camera. Don't fall down. Hey. Okay. Okay. It's a bit of a weird angle, but hopefully this works. No, you're the best contraton. Fun fact, if you didn't see... Nice, we have two Dans, yeah. Twice the nerdiness. Twice the cringe. So, if y'all didn't... Oh, this is gonna be awkward. Transition. Okay, so we're transitioned, which is cool. Okay, I have no idea how this looks. Let me take a look. I mean, it could be worse. It could be worse. Double, yeah. It's like Ed, Ed and Eddie, double D, right? Okay. Let's find the bit where okay, you should be hearing the music right now. How are the levels?
Prepared.
Like between, and then the second string is an A sharp, and you go for him there. Let's go. Shut up, me. How's the volume? You know, like the music compared to me. Let me know in the chat if everything is fine. Okay? Let me turn that down low. Can't hear myself think. No, come on! Oh boy. Is that what I sound like? Is that what my voice sounds like? Sheesh! Okay. Sounds good. Okay. Thank you, Vlad. Okay. Let's hit record here, right? Because I gotta give my boy Michna content. Probably make some shorts out of this. This mic is really, really not well placed. It's okay. I'll just do that and not move my right hand. Okay. So show intro. Let's talk about behind the scenes stuff and talk about the show intro and all of that good stuff. So show intro is actually, so it is inspired by Doom 2016. I think a lot of people caught on to that. And it's my voice pitch shifted down with a lot of effects. So I actually recorded this.
Daylight succumbs to the encroaching tendrils of dusk. The earth.
I'm even playing the show intro for you guys. Come on, let's have a concert. Let's mosh. Let's have some fun. Yeah? Let's go. Okay, cringe me. This is so weird. This is so weird, like reacting to reacting to myself. But it's important. As a guitar player, sing with your keyboard, sing with your real voice, sing with whatever you got. Okay. Shush, fake Dan. So, as a guitar player and as a musician, I think it's really, really important to review what you did, because you know, in the moment, you get carried away. You might not realize that maybe you're doing something wrong. Maybe you can do something a bit better. There's also a donation link if you want to help the van repair. That's what we're doing here. That's what we do after each show. We basically, like, we watch the footage. That's fine, Gabi. Have fun. Enjoy the show. Yeah, Gabi, enjoy the show. We watch the footage. We listen to the show, and then we make notes and see, you know, what went wrong, what went right. First riff. Let's see if I mess it up. Come on.
Hurt me.
always, Gabi, you lovely, lovely, lovely person. So, first riff, right? So, as I mentioned, like, generally I'm tuned to double drop D sharp, but the Hurt Me main riff is a bit special because it's actually in double drop C sharp because I'm bending on the D sharp. However, if you want to play this riff and sort of get a similar tone, there is a little trick to it. I talked to our lovely, lovely Discord. In the description, you'll find the link to our Discord. Join it. Let's hang out. Let's chat. But I also have like an octave up going on because I really wanted that bow, wow, that sort of buzzsaw sound to it. So that's what's happening over there. And because I'm tuned to double drop C sharp, I'm bending on the second fret, basically. And I need access to that low C sharp. Come on! Oh boy, I'm gonna hear myself sing a little bit, right? That's gonna be bad. That's gonna be so bad. I'm sorry. I'm sorry I put you through that. So, chorus. So for the chorus, what I'm doing is that because I'm so low tuned, I need to. I'm playing bigger power chords just to fill out the space and make the chorus seem a bit bigger, right? So this riff, the verse riff, that's basically inspired from thrash metal. So I grew up, I mentioned at the beginning of the stream that I grew up when I was growing up as a kid. I used to air guitar to old Metallica concerts. I come from a bit of a thrash metal background. So when I first discovered metal music, I discovered it. Mostly through thrash metal, like 80s thrash metal, your Slayers, your Testaments, your Overkills, your Anthraxes, your Metallicas, Megadeth, all that good stuff. And this is inspired from that actually a little bit, but with a bit of influence from math rock. So some of the weirder chords, some of the more dissonant chords you're hearing, they're inspired from math metal, basically. Things like Dillinger, things like early Architects, stuff like that. And there's a little Gojira pick scrape there that was very hard to pin down because it's like very, very fast, and you kind of need to take the pick and sort of angle it and scrape. So like you can see my hand sort of doing a little, instead of in its normal position, it goes a little bit like this so that I can get that pick scrape, right? Meow. Here it is. Not the best example, but sometimes it's better, sometimes it's worse. As I mentioned, I'm very nervous about playing guitar on stream, so yeah, some mistakes were made. There's that math rock inspiration. Yeah, the syncopation can be heard way better now. Yeah, great, Philip. I'm happy that you can hear a little bit better kind of what I'm doing on guitar. Dun 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 dun. Good one, Flat. It's so hard to play guitar and not headbang. It's so hard for me. These headphones would fall off instantly. Unfortunately, I didn't get a chance to set up my wireless system, my wireless home system. So yeah, I couldn't like go full mosh. And now we're just replaying the main riff now. So that dun dun dun, that is actually I'm palm muting, but I'm doing natural harmonic on the 5th fret basically. So you get like the brightness, because we're tuned so low. I'm always thinking about ways I can get a bit more brightness in the playing. So like you can see that I'm picking very, very aggressively in order to get that bite in the guitar to make it like really punch through the mix. And then here, when I do that dun dun dun, I'm doing the natural harmonic. I'm getting some more brightness out of that, but I am getting like the heaviness of the chug, right, of the dun 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 of the palm mutes. Welcome to the show, everybody. Let's go. Okay. I'm tuned to double drop D sharp, by the way, for the guitarist in the crowd. Yeah, I said that. So the lowest string is a D sharp. So and then the second string is an A sharp, and you go for it there. Let's go. 30-inch baritone would help. So Victor, actually, there is one guitar I would need. That is, I think, 30 inches in scale length. North Lane. Like Josh from North Lane has a Jackson 7-string custom built, but a Jackson 7-string that is 30-inch scale length, and that's exactly what I need. Unfortunately, it's not available for the public, right? It's a custom built for him, and I don't have like the resources to afford one right now. I will never stop bullying myself, Gabi. That's just how I'm wired. But a little note on the bridge/interlude, right? The beat here on Hurt Me. So initially it was supposed to be something completely different. But sort of last minute, right before we shot the video, actually, I changed that to what you hear now. It was like it was more of a trappy beat, but I changed it to have like a more Enigma vibe to it. Like if you know like the music project Enigma, have that sort of more chill, more have a bit more vibe to it. The Blue Jackson with Evertune, no Victor, not that one actually. That is available for the public, but it has a shorter scale length than what I'm talking about. Doing some octaves inspired by some Linkin Park. No, come on! Feeling good? Everything sounding good? You don't want me to have a mic, Contraton, trust me. Exactly, Victor, yeah. Y'all might know this one. This is Braindance. Let's go.
I have to process this.
Okay, so you saw that part. That was very tricky to pin down because, like, you see me playing on the lowest string. The main riff to Braindance, is on the lowest string, and it's single string stuff. So I need to jump to a natural harmonic on the 5th fret, the last string. Like I need to jump from the thickest string to the least thickest string, the thinnest string, if you will. So that was very hard to do. Initially, the way I play natural harmonics is with my ring finger. But what I'm doing here, like the most efficient way I figured it out is that, so I'm playing most of the riff with my my first finger, is it the pointy finger, and then with like the ring finger and like my tiny pinky, right? And what I'm doing is basically I am using this part, like this part of my finger, to do the natural harmonic, and I'm jumping from the thickest string to the thinnest string, but I'm keeping my left hand sort of stationary so that I don't need to think about it, and I just need to make that jump with my right hand. Let me show it to you again. Dance, let's go.
I have to process this.
Okay, so I fudged the note there. Yeah, you saw it. Da-da, It's basically da-da, da-da, Why did that happen? So I got excited, and I started to pick a lot harder. And the issue with the tuning we play in is that it's very low. I have very thick strings, but they don't hold the tension right. So like the string is kind of flabby and kind of going all over the place. So if I get too excited, and I pick too hard, the string will go like this, and I'll miss it with my left hand. I'll miss actually coming down on that fret. That's kind of what's happening there. Let's see an instant replay on that little fudge. And there it was. Hey, Victor. And don't worry, Contraton. We got a lot of songs to get through. Let's go. Did a little fudge there, you know, going to the seventh fret. Sorry. Got in my head, because like you can see it on my face too. Like, you know, I got in my head that, oh my god, I made a mistake, and I kept thinking about it instead of just going with the flow. I mentioned this in the podcast as well. I tend to overthink a lot. Don't know if you noticed. And I tend to get in my head about this stuff instead of just, you know, enjoying, relaxing, and all of that stuff. Okay, that little jump. So let me show it to you again. Ba, ba. So that's a very difficult jump to make. When you're playing guitar, it's kind of nice to be a bit more, to be efficient in your movements. And you can see that I'm trying to be very, very precise. So I'm going from the lowest note, the lowest string, using that 5th fret chord to jump into like those octaves that are way high up here. I mean, if you're like a great guitar player, that's kind of easy. It's slightly easier to do, but for me, it's always been tricky because since I am the only guitar player in the band, at least live, I have to kind of play. I kind of need to pick my battles. I need to be able to play both like heavy riffs but also do lead parts, and I need to be able to make those jumps from like way down here to way up here. You'll see some more of that stuff going on, I think, in Atonia and in We Kill What We Love. It's not easy. Sometimes I mess it up, but at least I'm trying to, you know, try to cover as much ground as possible and not just, you know, play just like the low riffs, although those are quite fun. touched the note there. Sorry. Push it again. I don't know why. I was so in my head during this song. Okay, let's get to dancing. Come on, let's go. So there's something that happens usually. If I get in my head, I'm like in my head for like the whole song, and I need like to finish the song, just get through it, and then I sort of reset my. I can reset my brain. I can be like, it happened, and I can relax. You see, when I don't have that fifth chord to sort of jump off of properly, it's a bit harder to go, like, on the second chorus, I'm jumping straight up to the octaves, and sometimes I fudge it, to be honest. It doesn't happen that often, but of course it happened to me during the stream, because I was in my head about this song. Yeah, so going into the last breakdown, I never miss it. I haven't missed that entry into the last breakdown in, I don't know, a year or something like that. Never during rehearsals, never during a live show. It happened here on stream because I was so in my head. I was so nervous. Why did I miss it? So let's think about that. So first up, I needed to relax and rely on my body and not think. Basically, need to turn off my brain because my body knows what to do. Like it's muscle memory up to this point. Like we rehearse so much, it's already, I know what I'm getting in for, right? What I'm getting into. That break before the last breakdown hits, right, is a 5 count. So you actually need to count out 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, bum, bum, ba da bum, 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 basically. And I'm gonna count it out now with fake Dan, bad Dan here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 1. See what I mean? You'll also notice that I changed my tone a little bit here. That's not an effect. That's me changing. That's me changing the actual pickup I'm using. I'm going from like the bridge position to a mix of the two pickups. That gives it that sort of animals as leaders, really genty tone to it. And you can see me do it if you look at my right hand. I don't know if it's in frame. You should see me doing like this to switch a little bit. There it is. That was the switch. That was the fail, and that was the break. Philip, you're saying that, to be honest, it feels harder without Rachel's vocals, even if you have a click track. Well, yeah, for you, just listening to the song, of course, it's hard because like Rach is the only thing that's heard in that part. You can hear only her voice, and it's basically, I think it's a count of 3 for her. It's like 1, 2, 3, this never-ending brain dance. So like it's 1, 2, 3, this never-ending brain dance, right? 1, 2, 3, this never-ending brain dance, and then yeah. One little tip out there for guitar players. So you can see that this breakdown riff is basically like 0, 0, 0, 5 on 0 on like the first string, like the thickest string, and then a 5 on the second string. And basically what happens is that you need to mute like the thickest string when you're hitting that 5 on the second string, which is a bit tricky to do when you have thick, flabby strings. So the way I get around that is that I'm actually muting. So like, right, this is my picking hand. What I'm doing is I'm muting with this part of my hand over here. Hopefully you can see this. Yeah. So I'm doing dum dum para, dum dum para da da. When I'm doing this, dum dum pa pa, you can see that I'm angling my right hand a little bit to kind of mute that low string so that it doesn't ring out, so that you can hear clearly that 5. The reason you could play that as a 0 0 0 12 basically on the lowest string, but like because the strings are so thick and like the tone is a bit darker as well, I really need that brightness. I need that slap, right? It needs to kind of sound a little bit like a slapped bass. And that thick string, if you play the 12th fret, you won't get that brightness. Yeah, or you could mute with your middle finger. Yeah, definitely. Definitely, that works as well. I think I'm doing that as well, maybe. Yeah, I'm not doing that. I'm muting with like my picking hand. So yeah, whatever works for you. Hey, Tari! Oh my gosh, welcome. Let me show you the new transition before we go into Atonia. Thank you so much for y'all for being here. Hope you're having a good time. Atonia has had a lot of transitions before it, to be honest. There's quite a lot of them. It's such a vibey horror song that you can do like a lot of stuff with it. And I really like to set the scene with these transitions, sort of prepare the vibe for the next song. So I went with like this low beat that is sort of American Horror Story inspired. It has this grimy, grainy vibe to it. Thanks, Philip. I'm glad you're enjoying the tone.
Whatever you do, don't fall asleep.
So what that voice is saying, if you didn't catch it, is whatever you do, don't fall asleep. That's a quote from Nightmare on Elm Street, the first one, and it's basically, Atonia is about sleep paralysis. It's about night terrors. It's about things like that. So yeah, whatever you do, don't fall asleep. Thanks, Philip. I'm glad you're enjoying the tone.
Don't fall asleep.
You can see some of that muting happening, Victor, actually here. On these chords, I'm muting like the lowest string because I tend to touch it with like this part of my hand sometimes on these chords. So I need them to be crystal clear. Sing it! I need! Got excited there, played the riff wrong the first time. It needs to be like really staccato, because it's sort of dance music inspired. Sing it! I need! Was one of those jumps, although this is a bit easier to do. You'll notice that my left hand and my right hand on some of these riffs that need to be staccato, which means like they need to be very, very precise, and they like da 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 da, or da 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 da. You'll notice that my left hand and my right hand are being very, very economic, right? I'm doing a lot of work to keep things as like I need to pick hard, but I need everything to sound clean and clear, and so that it all comes together in this big wall of sound. You might think when you want to get a big wall of sound that you need like to do big chords or things like that, but actually it's all about being economic with your use of strings and sounds and things like that, because everything will stack together. Like the guitar will stack with the bass, with the kick drum, with the snare, and it'll sound huge live, basically. Yeah, the funny thing about that is that Caesar and I, we work very, very hard, especially on parts like this, and also things like the "We Kill What We Love" riff, where we work very hard to be as tight as possible, because that gives the best sound. Having actually a clean, sort of not concise, a clean, precise sound helps the sound engineer to give you like a good sound on the PA. And yeah, basically, if we work really hard on that, and then some people don't, may think that we have like extra guitar tracks or like excuse me, like extra, I don't know, extra stuff on the backing track to help us. But actually, no, that's just our tones live, and that's how we sound. I mean, we work very hard to be as precise as possible. We rehearse and we practice a lot. Victor, you can't wait to buy a 30-inch Jazzmaster baritone. Oh, nice! So you can finally play songs in really low tunings without the use of a pitch shifter. Yeah, and that option has been presented to me as well, but I can't really do that because, as you can see, and as you saw like throughout the set, I sometimes play really high parts, like really high leads as well. So I can't get away with like a baritone 6 string or something like that. I need basically a baritone 7 string, if you will, which are harder to find. Solar Guitars actually has a guitar that I really like that is 29-inch scale. That is a 7 string. It looks fantastic. It's like in this blood red. And I'm sort of saving up to buy that, actually. Yeah, I do use all 7 strings. It's not like I'm doing anything complicated, but I do try to use like the full breadth of the guitar. I do cleans, I do leads, rhythm parts, octaves, all that good stuff. Sometimes big chords that use multiple strings, like you'll see on Wavebreaker. And it's time for the stankiest breakdown. Let's go. So on that breakdown, you can hear a Japanese voice, and that is the Sleep Demon. And I don't know if I should talk about the Sleep Demon, because he might get summoned. You don't want to mess with the Sleep Demon. Trust me. Damn, that was strange.
I don't know how many times this has happened.
This part is me actually recording on my phone. And I basically picked it up to make it sound like an old tape recorder and did some effects to it. Have you thought of that Ibanez M80 29 and a 29.4-inch 8-string beast? So, of course, like the solution would be to move to 8 strings, but I have considered that, but I don't want to play 8 strings live because the risk of me messing something up. I've tried to play 8 strings. It just doesn't fit like the shape of my hand. Honestly, I don't like hand for scale. I don't know, but it's like my hand isn't like that big, and it's like really really painful to play on an 8 string for me. So yeah, it's really not my vibe. I would like to get an 8 string to just record rhythm guitar parts at home, for the songs. But like for live, I'm so used to a 7 string. It's just my jam. Yeah.
Much more I can take. I just want it to end.
Blech!
I just want it to end.
That was a reference to the blech that Rage sometimes does live on Atonia when that big, stanky, low-tuned breakdown hits. So, Atonia is a bit of a special song because the whole structure of the song is informed by the lyrics and the story. So, if you read the lyrics, you'll see that it's basically kind of the story of a night, right? And the night terrors that or the sleep paralysis that you have within. You fall asleep, you have the first nightmare, or the first sleep paralysis episode. Then you think you wake up, but you didn't. Oh God, here it comes again. You're actually still within that nightmare. And then in this part, there's lyrics like the daylight's come, and I'm sitting here in tears. This is basically you've woken up like the next day, right? And this was very, very interesting to work on as a song for us because we, when musicians work on songs, when we work on songs, we kind of think about the structure of the songs in terms of what moment fits with what moment. How they vibe together, whether or not we want to do a bit of a classic structure or something more weird. But this is kind of I think currently it's the only song whose structure is informed just from like the story of the lyrics. On paper, it's a bit of a wacky structure. I think only the chorus is kind of grounded, but like the verses are different. There's different vibes. It's kind of chaotic, but like if you read the lyrics and follow the story, it makes total sense. 7 strings, in your opinion, Victor, is the most versatile guitar. 8 is too niched. Yeah. With a 6, you can't go lower than A without strings getting too floppy and the sound muddy. 7 is the jack of all trades. Yeah, there's also that, honestly. I've always been attracted to sort of jack of all trades guitars. It's why I love my guitar, which is a Misha Mansour Pro Series. Because it can do chugs, it can do the gent thing, it can do like shiny cleans, it can do like a bit of a single coil acoustic, almost piezo style sound to it. It can do like a lot of different tones and a lot of different sounds, which again, and this is something that I got from John Petrucci, who got it from John Petrucci from Dream Theater, who got it from Alex Lifeson from the band Rush. If you're like the solo guitar player, always have different tones, different textures in your guitar playing. Don't just play the chords, don't just play the riffs, but really, really kind of use the guitar and all of the different sounds it can make to its fullest potential. And that's what I really love to do. Since I'm the solo guitar player, I have to cover a lot of ground, a lot of vibes, a lot of textures, and kind of when I learn a song for the live version, and you'll notice that there are some differences to the live versions versus the um, the recorded versions, and that's because I like it when you go to see when you come to see us live. I want it to be a slightly different experience than just listening to us at home. I want you to see and hear things that you wouldn't really get if you were to sit at home and listen to the album, or even watch like a live video or things like that. It's an experience, and there's an emotion there, and I like to put in different Easter eggs in my guitar playing as well to sort of heighten that show experience. Going back to having different tones, when I learn a song, like the way we do it is that we write a song, we record it, and then I have to kind of learn the song. And when I do that, and when I learn the live version, for every part, there's the main riff, then the verse, then the chorus, and so on. For every part, I think, okay, what is the vibe, and what's like the most important thing here that I need to convey in my playing? Oh, it's a heavy part. Okay, I'm gonna play the riff, right? I'm gonna play like heavy guitar part, right? Oh, you know what? It's like a spacey, airy type part. Oh, maybe I can do some cool effect. Oh, you know what? This is like a pop part. I'm just gonna play the chords, right, to like support the vocals and all that good stuff. And I go pretty in depth with my guitar. I think like with my guitar tones. Sometimes during a song, I switch between maybe 4 or 5 tones. I have a rhythm tone for like the main sort of genty parts. I have a rhythm tone for choruses that's slightly different. And yeah, I like to have a bit of a really sort of have the journey of the song in my guitar as well, not just the
to end.
One, 2, 3, let's go! So that's that's so fun to play live. So it's a natural harmonic going from the 3rd fret to the 5th, if I'm seeing correctly, on the 2nd string, and it's a nod to Dimebag, right? To Dimebag and Pantera. Basically, it just fits so well. Because initially it was a simple chuggy don 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 taka taka tom, but that was like it's nothing really that special. So that was a little bit of spice that I wanted to have in there. That's such a hard thing to do in the song, in the recorded song. That end da 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 dum. Da 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 dum. That part, what we do on the recording is that we take, like, I took like the whole song and chopped it to kind of give you this sort of flashback movie moment. Like, imagine like if you're looking like a roll of film is going like right in front of you. And that's so easy to do in the computer, because like you just take the whole song, you chop it up, and then it's like pop, 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 pop. But live, the song's tempo is like the song's speed is just in that sweet spot where you can't really make it like super perfect. That pause, right? That pop, 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 pop. And this has always been tricky. And since I also have like very thick, flabby strings, it's hard to nail that absolutely perfectly. But I do try to sort of make it sound choppy, right? I didn't have any jokes. note. I'm so sorry. Okay, why did I fudge a note there? So you can see that I need to do a jump. There's two jumps that are happening right now. I need to jump from like sort of in the sort of the mid position of the guitar. I need to jump to a lead position, and I also need to switch the pickup because you can hear like the first note has a tone, but then like the first da-da, and then da-da has a different tone because I'm switching like I'm basically switching both of my hands in positions in different spots really, really quickly. Sometimes it can, yeah, I can fudge it a little bit. And Live Rage sings on that part. Victor, you're sorry you have to leave.
Oh, thank you
Oh my
so
God, is that Andrei Dushko from We Are Numbers? Almost said Reverse the Moon. Sheesh.
Bruh.
So Victor, don't worry. Thank you so much for stopping by. Hope you had a good time. I'm most likely gonna leave the VOD up so you can
called
catch up
Wavebreaker.
later. Yeah.
You might know it.
In that spot, I left. I especially left a little. There's a little gap. There's like an 8th note where I can go from the low riff position with my left hand up to that clean position. Didn't have time to set up a proper tone for this part, but basically live, I have this very, very nice acoustic guitar simulator that really blends in nicely with the like with the rest of the acoustic guitars and like the guitars on the backing tracks, and it's a very, very nice vibe and layer to it. Here are some of the big chords I was talking about. Played it a bit messy there, but like the cool thing about this chorus part is that it goes from like big chords, big power chords, down to like single string notes, sort of transitioning between them. And I don't know if you ever noticed about Wavebreaker, but it has a musical theme that is going all throughout it. Wavebreaker being about, you know, I'll talk about myself here. Being about my depression, I wanted to always have that theme, da 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 da, that part, that melody. You kind of hear it all throughout the song because, you know, depression is something that I live with, is something that is present every day, and it doesn't really go away completely, for me at least. So it's always there. And that's what I wanted that musical theme to represent. It's always there. It's like a wave. It comes and goes, but it's always there. So that's why you hear a lot of variations to it, all throughout the set, all throughout the song. Sorry. The song still makes me want to cry a little bit. Yeah. I'm sorry. Yeah, let's just focus on the guitar playing. So these are some very big chords. You can see me doing a lot, like stretching a lot to get them. I think there's some sus chords and like some variations on other chords. Yeah, Philip. Yeah. Indeed, art depression. But yeah, so going back to the guitar, these are some very fun chords, but they're pretty tricky to nail down live. Yeah, I need to play them very precisely to get them pretty clean. But also, it's such a vibe. I sometimes get carried away, and I just like hit the guitar. And we just go with it, right? We go with the wave. Let's just focus on the guitar playing. Scream it with me. Come on, you know the part. We can never go back! That's such a when we play this song live, Caesar and me sort of shout that along with Rach. It's such an emotional release, to be honest, because like the way Wavebreaker works as a song is that it's a build-up of tension and then a release of tension, and then a build-up of tension and then a release of tension. It's almost like it's a wave. And when we do that, when we play this song live, like, it always gets me, honestly. It always hits me pretty hard. And of course, it hits Rach hard, right? I don't want to speak for her, but like, from her emotional delivery, if you've ever seen us live, if not, see us live, that this song really takes it out of me, right? And like doing that shout there is like an emotional release, and it helps me at least to stay within sort of the vibe of the song, but without getting carried away by the feeling or the emotion. I don't know if that makes sense. Maybe it does. I don't know. And you're probably wondering, look, oh my gosh, like maybe you're thinking, there's a lot of thought put into this song, but it's supposed to be an emotional song. How do we balance like the rational side with like the emotional side? And the way we do it is that when we're writing in the moment, it's pretty stream of consciousness, honestly. Some little things maybe I overthink a little bit, and then, usually that doesn't help the song. But we write pretty stream of consciousness, and then when we listen back to the demo, we kind of find all of the ways that are, all of the places and all the things that our instinct did in a way, and then we analyze. So first, when we're writing, it's very raw, it's very from the heart, it's very instinctual, and then like the next day when we listen back to the demo, when I listen back to the demo, I analyze and think, okay, that makes sense, that doesn't make sense. Oh, why did I do that? Oh, I did that because of that. Oh, okay. Oh, I see what I was doing there. It's like, it's two different people, right? It's like two different sides of your brain, two different hemispheres of your brain. And it's like they have no talk. They have no dialogue, right? They don't talk to each other. And it's that's the way I do it, at least. I write instinctually and then I analyze. So like emotion first, second, and then thinking second, basically. So a little neat trick about that, this part. So the second verse, on the second verse, I'm actually playing it with my fingers, right? And what I'm doing is that I'm playing the piano part. This is cool in the day and age we live in because like I wrote this part first on the keyboard, on the piano, played it, and then I wanted to play it with my guitar. So let me show you a neat trick. So this is the pick, right? And I usually hold the pick like this, which, by the way, is kind of really bad in a way because like I put a lot of pressure with like my first finger on my pointy finger, and basically if you look at my pointy finger, you can see that it's a bit crooked from all of the years of playing guitar and really pushing down. Don't do that. But what you can do, and I've seen other guitar players do this too, when you need to switch quickly from this position to playing with your fingers, this is what I do. It's like a little magic trick, right? And then you have basically like 4 fingers with which you can play guitar. So let me show you slowly. You do this, and then you do this to get back. It's a bit dangerous. I mean, some guitar players, put the pick in their mouth, but that's just, to me, that's just, I'm a bit of a germaphobe. I'm a bit of a, so I'm like, ugh. I don't want to put the dirty pick in my mouth. Don't take that out of context. So what I do is that I do this, basically. I do this motion. Hey, Stu! Welcome! Yeah, that's my little magic trick. That verse part, that key guitar verse part, is always very hard for me to play because it doesn't seem like a difficult part, but it's hard because it's not thought of as a guitar part. Again, I'm mimicking like what the piano is doing, but also because I need to be very precise and clean because like I've got, not only do I have to match the piano and play softly but audibly, but also I've got delays going on. So like a delay is like a repeat. It's like an echo, right? So like if I play off time, those delays don't sync up properly and it sounds like a bit of a mess. So, but also I need to play it emotionally, right? I need to put some heart into it, right? Coming up is a lead part that I only play, lead or solo part, that I only play live. It's not on the recording. I did it especially for the live. And you'll see me using another transition note like I did in Braindance to go from like this big chord position up to a lead position. There it is. With me. The whole idea with that lead part doing like the end of Wavebreaker and then like the very, very end of Wavebreaker when the song stops. And Rach usually sings like the very, very outro, like the very, very end. She usually screams along with the guitar. Is that I'm supporting the vocals. You'll see this in the way I play guitar and the way I write songs. It's always in support of the vocals, to help the vocals and to really reinforce like the melodies that Rach is singing. Wavebreaker is has like a lot of sing scream to it, so like it's actual melodies, and you can hear from the backing tracks here that there's also harmonies to that. So it's a very, very melodic song, even though she's using like an aggressive vocal style. It has a lot of melody to it, right? So that's kind of what I'm doing there. That song always takes it out of me.
Don't like humans anymore.
Okay, before we go on to, I think, Contratorn's favorite song, if I'm not mistaken, which is We Kill What We Love, I'd like to take a little 5-minute break. I need to refresh my drink because this is empty and I can't live like this. Yeah. So I'm just gonna hit, yeah, so again, empty drink. We're just gonna take a quick 5-minute break, and then we're gonna continue on to the second half of the set list. How is everyone doing out there? Like, you feeling good? You feeling okay? Hope you're enjoying this deep dive. You can kind of, I'm giving you like a bit of a peek behind the curtain a little bit. Yeah, Gabi. I know exactly what to do. I just need to hit. Oh, you know what? Actually, what we're gonna do. All good. Awesome. Thank you. You know what? I'm actually gonna put in the remixes for We Kill What We Love. Let's do this. It'll just play through. I think this is the initial version, maybe. Woo. View credits. Oh no, it's the Doomer version. Okay, so I'm gonna play the remixes for We Kill What We Love, and then we'll be right back in 5 minutes ish. Okay. Thank you so much for hanging out. And transition.
The lies in our faces betray us. The cracks beneath our feet condemn us. We've been buried alone with only
Okay, that's enough of that nonsense. And we are back. Yes, yes, we are back. So, I know, Gabi, you enjoyed that, the Velvet version of We Kill What We Love, the synthwave version, if you will. I know you are a big fan of it. Oh. Whew. Okay. Third hour of streaming. Let's go. Let's just jump right into where we left off. I'm gonna take a little swig from my Mario cup because, yes, I'm a nerd, in case you didn't know. Okay, transition, and yeah, okay. Back to this nonsense. So, We Kill What We Love. You've heard it in 3 different flavors, and now you're going to hear it again in its actual live version. Andre, look, it's your song.
Will we ever stop to see ourselves?
That was a reference, if you didn't catch it, on the video version of We Kill What We Love. We have 2 lovely, lovely guests. Andrei Dushka, the singer of the metalcore band We Are Numbers, and Bogdan Hashash of the other metalcore band, We Reverse the Moment. Why do I keep messing that up? 2 amazing, amazing singers, and I'm so happy that we got them on this song. We actually worked with them. Hey, Contraton, welcome back. It's your song. It's We Kill What We Love. And yeah, we got him to sing on the song. And what we wanted to do is, we didn't want to do the classic sort of metalcore thing where, oh, you know what, you're just gonna like scream on the breakdown and things like that. We did a lot of creative things with Rach, Andrei, and Bogdan trading verses like it was like a hip hop thing. On the breakdown, all 3 of them are screaming, like we have this sort of screamer choir type thing happening. So yeah, that was a real trip. I had like a ton of vocal tracks, but great vocal tracks to work with. So yeah, let's take a look at We Kill What We Love. The funny thing about the transition into We Kill What We Love and the start of the song here is that it actually starts there's like a little 2-beat gap. So let me count this out for you. And this was actually Rachel's idea, and I kind of semi-hate her for that idea because it's a great idea, but when we started playing this song live with the transition in between, which is called People Don't Like Humans, I kept messing it up because I wasn't counting out properly. So let me count this out for you.
Humans anymore.
2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Andre, look, it's your song. 3, 4. 1, 2, 1. I was counting badly. Oh my god, I'm so bad at this. Andre, look, it's your song. 3, 4. 1, 2, 1. I don't know why I'm counting that wrong, but oh, because it has a fade in and I can't find the 1. Hold on. Andre, look, it's your song.
Will we ever stop to see ourselves?
1, 2. Okay. This is a bad day. This is a bad day for counting. Counting is not in the cards for today, apparently. I can't count. But trust me when I say there's like a 2-bar gap. It's like a 2 beat, like it's a 1, 2, bum, right? Instead of what you would expect is a 1, 2, 3, 4, bum. But no, apparently not. It's basically on the third beat, Philip, basically, and it resets to a 1, 2, 3, 4. So this is a very fun riff to play. Sometimes I get carried away and I don't play it like absolutely perfectly cleanly because, oh my gosh, it's such, you just want to go. But let's talk a little bit about this riff. So first up, you'll notice that I'm trying to play it really, really precisely because there's a lot. Stu saying as a drummer, he can confirm that counting is hard. Yes, counting is hard. But, so this riff, there's a lot of stuff happening. There's a lot of synths. There's like synth bass. There's like the dubstep wubs. There's like electronic drums happening at the same time as acoustic drums. And it's drum and bass inspired. So first up, when I came up with this riff, is that I first wrote kind of a drum and bass loop. And then converted that drum and bass loop to this riff. And I'm trying to play it very, very precisely. So you'll see that I'm doing kind of muting in 2 places, basically. So I'm playing like da-da-da-dum, bum, bum, ba-ba-ba-ba-bum. And in order to get those gaps perfectly cleanly, I'm using a combination of a noise gate, which is like it mutes your sound whenever it's below a certain threshold. But also, I'm muting with both my left hand. You'll see me use my ring finger to mute in the gaps. But I'm also muting with like this part of my right hand, right, of my picking hand. So let's watch that again. I didn't do it there, but. See? And this is again very tricky to do, so that's why I'm using a combination of 3 things really to get like a clean sound. I don't have everything tailored here at home the way I do for like our live set. On our live set, it sounds even cleaner. I'm playing it as I'm used to play with I'm used to play it with my, like, live, of course, in rehearsals and on stage, where I'm used to the way my playing interacts with my guitar effects processor. Here it's a bit different, so it's not as perfectly clean as it should be. But, forgot what I wanted to say. Holy. Yeah, I forgot what I was saying. Hold on. Oh yeah, this is actually very tricky to do, so that's why I'm using like 3 things to mute, like to have like the perfect gaps in between the riff, because of the low tuning and because of the strings being very flabby, it's very hard to mute just with like 1 technique. That's why I need like 3 things in order to get like a clean, perfect sound, so that it sounds heavy. We talked a little bit about this before. In order to get like a big sound, you have to be very, very efficient and play very, very cleanly. Make aggressively, but play cleanly, basically. Fudge the note there. Andrei, do you still know the lyrics? Kill what we? Come on!
This is where I do a spin, but I can't because I don't have the space in my living room. In here, you see I'm kind of doing what Victor mentioned a bit earlier, muting like I'm playing on the second, third, and fourth string basically. And what I'm doing is I'm using my middle finger, the naughty finger, if you will, to mute like the low thick string, so that I'm doing like down picking a lot because punk is a thing. And my right hand is going a bit wild, so sometimes you run the risk of touching that low string, and you don't want it to ring out. So that's why I'm using my middle finger to mute that. And here's a part I do live. How could you forget? That was a day filming that video. Here's a part I do only live, where basically I play the synth line on the guitar. And here I'm doing, it's basically a poor man's version of what is called hybrid picking, in the sense that I'm doing two notes, ba-dum, and I'm picking like the first note with the pick, but then I'm using my other fingers to pick like the second note. It's not very clear here because like my hand is just out of frame, but you can kind of see it. I'm also imitating like a little EQ, not EQ, like a little echo. Okay, chat, let's open this fucking pit up. Come on, let's fucking go! Oh, I said a nasty word. Sorry, this breakdown just gets me going. One of my favorite breakdowns. Fudge the note. Gosh darn it. What we love, we kill what we love. Come on. Truth be told, we're lost in the end. We kill what we love. We kill what we... Again, you saw me basically play on guitar the vocal line. Again, it's all about... in a lot of spots, it's about supporting the vocals. Messed up second guitar part. And because I wasn't paying attention, because I was having fun, singing, big air quotes, singing, I messed up the guitar part there, didn't play the proper notes. But it's something, sometimes you can kind of get away with some of this stuff, in the energy of a live show. People are not gonna... This is something that I'm struggling with as well, right? But like, I need to realize that people are not like paying attention to every little note, right? There isn't somebody in the audience there, with like the recording and being like, oh, you played an F instead of an F sharp there. I'm gonna like dock you points. Take out points from my enjoyment of the show. No, it's about the emotion. It's about like the energy of a live show. So sometimes musicians mess up much more than you think live, but you can't really tell because you're sort of paying attention more to the vocals, or maybe the drums, or maybe you're just in the energy of the thing, in the moment. I'm just now noticing, like
Look at all this mess of cables, like over here. Like, I should have cleaned this up. What the heck, Dan? Pro streamer moment. I've even got an old keyboard here, like. This lead, this gosh darn lead part. I know nobody cares, Gabi, but I care. Yeah, I know. I know. Yeah, I know. No, I know nobody cares about the mess on my desk, but it bothers me. I'm sorry. I'm sorry I'm like this. I don't know why I'm like this. But this lead at the end. This is one of my favorite leads and one of my favorite techniques, but it's so gosh darn hard for me because there's two instincts happening at the same time and they're really, really clashing. So basically, I'm doing what's called slides, right? So I'm sliding from one note to the other. Ba, 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 right? Which requires a degree of looseness. I'm supposed to be loose. I'm supposed to be relaxed, right? But at the same time, I'm playing up on the neck, which demands a level of precision. So what's happening is that the two instincts, one being loose and one being precision, they're clashing. And what happens as a result is that I'm both tensing up, like my hands are tensing up, but at the same time, I'm shaking a little bit, right? It's like my body doesn't know exactly what to do with this conflicting information, which is, yeah, it's interesting. You can't see my right hand here, but what I'm doing is I'm doing, again, kind of a hybrid picking thing where I'm playing certain notes with the pick, and like the higher notes, I'm picking with like my other fingers, just FYI. My hands are shaking. I'm not even joking. Oh boy, so nervous. Alex Rayu, hello! Catalina, headstock 2.0 for a spin. Well, that just makes it better for spinning because you can stab someone. True that. I have stabbed my singers in the past. Didn't happen a lot, but it can happen during a live show. You know, you get crazy, you get wild, you get all that adrenaline going, and you're like, ha! Okay, this next song you might know, even if you've never heard this before. But it's gonna be a little bit different because I don't have the guitar, the bass and the drum tracks to it because it's not our song. So I'm gonna play it for you. It's gonna sound a bit weird, but let's just have a good time. You can you can sing along to it. Playing it. We haven't played it in Yashua. We haven't played it in Suceava yet, so they gotta hear our version. Yeah. Can you feel my? This is another song where I need to do a lot of jumps from like a big chord position with like distortion to a clean position, like up high. And you can hear a little bit better like the production. As I was mentioning, I did that from scratch with my sounds, with all of that. I just listened very, very intently to the original song and redid everything from scratch. So there's not one thing, like aside from the fact that it's a cover, there's not one thing that isn't us on this song, including like those chops, you know, that vocal effect is done from Rach's "And we kill what we love." I took Rach's scream and I chopped it up and like processed it and basically remade that that main sort of theme from Bring Me the Horizon, but with Rach's vocal, which I mean. One thing I'm doing here is that you see that I'm going from big chords down to like the first fret, lowest string, just one note ringing out. And what I'm doing is that I'm using again like the fingers of my left hand along with like this part of my right hand to mute all of the other strings, make sure that we don't get any ringing from the other strings. Can you feel my? That little clean lead is not 100% the way I think Lee Malia from Bring Me the Horizon plays it live. I changed it up a little bit to kind of fit my style and the way I play guitar, the way I do hammer-ons, the way I sort of approach notes and sort of melodies on my guitar. So it's slightly different, but that's kind of the philosophy that I like to take with covers. It's not about it's about like in learning and understanding why the original song is the way it is. Remaking it from scratch, and then adding your own flavor to it, adding your own personality to the song, and sort of what if I were to rewrite the song or replay the song, re-record the song, what would I do different? You'll also notice on the production side, like the synths and stuff, is that it's not quite the recorded version of the song of Can You Feel My Heart. It's actually mixed in with some influence from the way they played it at Royal Albert Hall, because I've got some strings, some orchestrations happening at the same time, which I thought for us was a really nice fit, because you know, like the idea with like the musical style of Ginger is Black of our band is that we like to bring together like the organic and the electronic into one blend, and sort of give full attention to both parts. So I thought that the synths with the orchestra would blend very, very nicely together. And that also allowed me to bring in more of the way I write strings and orchestrations and sort of voice leading and melodies on strings and things like that. VLC? Hello? One thing I really like to do, so I grew up as a rhythm guitar player. As a rhythm guitar player, my vision on that position, especially so there's two types of guitar players. There's like the lead solo player, and then there's the rhythm player. And because as a rhythm guitar player, the way I've seen my job was sort of providing a good foundation for the song, and sort of bringing together the bass, the drums, and the vocals, and providing a solid foundation. One way I do that is that my right hand, you'll always see sort of accenting the one and the snare. So like the kick and the snare. So you can see here, instead of playing long chords, what I do is like bum ba bum ba, because that's where the kick, like the main kick and the main snare would hit. We'll see this a lot more in Screen for the Voiceless during the chorus, when my right hand is actually doing da 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 da, because that's where the kick and the snare, like the main kick and the snare, like the beat, the rhythm, the pulse of the song is, right? So this is kind of what I'm doing here as well with these chords. It's like bum 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 bum, right? Bum bum bum. See, I'm doing. We don't have the drums here, but the way David plays the drums on this song, I'm basically going along with him. So I'm providing like the chords that fill out the song and provide support for the vocals and the production. But I'm also sort of locking in with the drums. If you see us rehearsing, if you ever see us rehearsing, you'll notice that I'm always very, very focused on the drums and sort of locking in with any drummer I'm playing with. Philip, well, you were the first one to tell me that I need to add my own touch to my covers when I tried to make an acoustic cover of Wavebreaker. By the way, Philip, absolutely fantastic. Thank you. Yes, exactly. I mean, that's just my philosophy. There's different ways of doing things. There are certain songs where I draw the line and I'm like, dude, we just gotta play it straight up. Like if I were to do a Linkin Park cover, for example, I have some songs are just sacred. You know, you can't really, and I'm not saying this like disrespectfully to other artists I've covered, but like, you know, some songs you can't really touch. Right, they're they're absolutely perfect. And I'm not saying that Can You Feel My Heart is not perfect. It's how do I say this? Some songs allow you to inject more of your personality without losing the heart of the song. Some songs are just you can't really mess with anything there. Yeah, which is why we haven't done a Linkin Park cover yet because we're just so okay. We're not gonna touch that. It's like it is the way it needs to be, right? Hey, Luca, welcome back. Sing the words if you know them. It's getting a bit close. This seems like a simple part, but again, it's hard for me because I'm always worried about it because. First up, the song is in E, but we're tuned to D sharp. So like all of my usual positions are shifted a little bit on the guitar. So I can't trust kind of anything I'm seeing on the fretboard. I just need to learn it by heart and play it. And also I have delays going, and we talked a little bit about that. If I mess that up, if I mess that up, the delays, like the echoes, wouldn't be on the pulse of the song, right? They would not be perfectly in sync. And that's an issue. Doubly so if you're the only thing that's playing there in that part. So like, because I'm on my lonesome, so I cannot mess this up. And it's Can You Feel My Heart? If you mess up Can You Feel My Heart, it's like you're committing treason, right? It's a sin. You can't do that, right? So I'm always worried about this part. And when we started learning the song, like the end of 2023, in rehearsals I kept messing up this part, and I was so And then the first time we played it live in Expirat in February 2024, I played it okay. Like that's the version that we have up on our YouTube, and then I could relax. I was like, whew, okay, I can do it. It's fine. Sometimes, even for me at least, even though I practice and I rehearse and I learn and I study parts, sometimes until we get over that initial hump of playing a song live for the first time, it's like I never trust myself until we can play it for the first time, and then I get a bit of courage. I get a bit of I start relaxing. I'm like, okay, we did it. We can do it. It's fine. It sounds great. Let's go. After this bit, you'll hear some stuff in the synths coming in, and that's a reference to Hurt Me. That whoop, 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 whoop. Again, injecting our own personality and vibe and our own vibe and personality into the song. Luca is asking, do you have another guitar besides this one? I used to have another Jackson 7-string, basically like the cheapest version. But unfortunately that one is not it's not playable anymore. One silly thing, and never do this if you're a touring musician, is that I do not have a backup for my main guitar. But it's such a workhorse, it gets the job done. But I do need to get a backup for it. But yes, I should be getting a backup. I do have an acoustic guitar, a Takamine acoustic guitar, and I also have Rach's old bass here. And yeah, but that's kind of the only guitars I have. I'm just, I'm a pretty simple dude. Just one main guitar and let's go. Plus, guitars are expensive, man. Jump! You saw that I did a little pick switch during like the pick scrape. Watch my right hand. You saw when I did and then did the scratch. That's when I changed like the pickup sound. Okay, we're halfway through the show, chat. How are we feeling? Yes, Luca, can you feel my heart? I knew it was Bring the Horizon. Yeah. So that was kind of my guitar parts on Can You Feel My Heart. It's a very fun song to play live. I can understand why, learning certain songs and really analyzing what they're doing there, you can kind of understand why certain songs have become such huge hits. And why they work so well in certain contexts. I mean, this is a big arena stadium level song, right? It's huge, and it feels that way every time we play it. It's like I always get the vibe like dude, we're playing on this huge stadium. It just has that energy, right? And it's always fun to play live. This is a new transition that we did for our spring set. Hey Victor, maybe. Oh boy. And yeah, Bring the Horizon with no distortion really sounds like lo-fi ambient. I love that too. Which one, Luca? Can you feel my heart? Well, because it's in E. But the way I play it, because we're tuned so low, is that I, access like lower octaves and like make bigger chords and things like that. You can definitely play it on a standard tuning in on a 6-string. Kind of my secret hope with this part, like this transition before Scream for the Voiceless, is that if somebody knows Scream for the Voiceless and knows that chorus, maybe people will sing along. And it kind of preps, even if you haven't seen us, I wanted that chorus to be there so that you can hear it, and it becomes like a theme. And then when we play it for real and Rach is actually singing it, the listener is already familiar with it, and maybe it gets stuck in their head. Yeah. And yeah, Bring the Horizon with no distortion really sounds like lo-fi ambient. I love that too. Let's move. You can see also the way I play these chords, bum bum ba-dum bum 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 bum, like I'm following the drums, which are following that vocal effect, basically. Again, coming back to sort of my background as a rhythm guitar player, just, syncing, locking it with those drums. Which is totally different from the way I played it on the recording. Like on Spotify, you'll hear that, if I'm not mistaken, it's like straight playing, like straight 8 notes, or long chords. I can't remember. I'm still breathing. I'm still breathing. I'm still breathing. Jump! So if you look at my right hand, Caesar and I have an inside joke that because I like trains, and now you won't be able to unhear it, because I like trains, the way I pick like these straight 8th notes or 16th notes, is that it sounds like a train. Chugga 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 chugga. I'm sorry for ruining this song for you, but basically, that's kind of what I'm doing. But not because I like trains, but because I want to accent like the pulse of the song. Right? It's a tiny detail, but it helps to I feel like it helps the groove of the song a lot. Jump! I fudged it a little bit because that's the problem with this technique, though. once you get going, much like a train, it's hard to stop. And if I'm not careful, and I get so hyped during the song, but if I'm not careful and I get too hyped, I start getting sort of out of sync with the beat, which is not a fun time. I mean, you could say, oh, you know what, it's just distortion, it doesn't matter, yada yada. But to me it matters. Like, if it's not perfectly in sync, then again, like, you don't get the big sound that we want. Okay, watch that transition again. Again, going from very low notes. That was probably the smoothest, one of the most smoothest times I've made that transition. What's happening there is that I need to go from like the mid position of the neck and from the lower strings up to like a sort of a clean higher up position. And also when you hear that little clipping, distorting sound, that's because I'm switching pickups as well. So like there's again two things happening. My left hand is going into the position of the chord that I need to play, and then my right hand is flipping the pickup switch. And I'm doing a bit of a hybrid picking here as well. This is a great example of playing something simple, but sort of using effects to do most of the heavy lifting. Because I have those delays, like those echoes happening on, I think it's a dotted eighth note. You hear like this, like this sort of post-rock type delay effect. That's very, very vibey. Stop having fun, fake down, and play the dang song properly. You see here, I'm playing more longer chords. The second time around, this part comes in because I really want people to sort of focus on more on the drums, and you know, so that you hear more of that vocal synth main theme lead happening there. Chat, are you still breathing, chat? Come on, show me in the chat. Let's go. Jump. Okay, give it up for my boy Caesar on bass. The cool thing about that breakdown is that, and actually I never realized it until Caesar actually told me at one point. Caesar was like, you know, that breakdown is actually like the vocal part. And I was like, oh, you what? Yeah. I'm still breathing. Bum, 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 bum. Virtual mosh pit. Yes, Stu. That's always a fun song to play. A Scream for the Voiceless is always a fun song to play. And if you watched our end of year review podcast, oh, seriously, Stu, thank you. Awesome. I'm happy. It's your favorite song. It went through a lot of work. This like Scream for the Voiceless, and it almost didn't come out. Oh darn! Fighting first place with Braindance. Oh boy, that is a fight. So at the end of Scream for the Voiceless, you'll see I'm playing like just long notes because the orchestra and the vocals are happening, and sort of the idea is that the band part, so like the bass, the guitars, and the drums open up. We play sort of these big open notes because the orchestra is very, very intense, and rage on vocals gets very, very intense, and we want to help support that and not take up too much space.
Afraid. We wanna.
This has got a feeling. It's an awesome song. Like it's actually, I think it's my favorite new song, to be honest. No, you, Alex. And while we're vibing here, let me just say that. So last year, if you haven't seen our podcast, but by the way, I think we talk about it there. We wrote like a lot of songs, and we only picked like 3, and Got a Feeling is one of them. And it's, yeah, my favorite. Hey, Doom! Bounce! Sorry, commentary. Commentary. So, maybe Stu? Definitely new stuff. Thank you. Glad you like it. Yeah, this has Got a Feeling. This is one of our new songs. I'm gonna play Bloodbox in here in just a moment, which is another new song. What I wanted to say about this song in particular. So like the main chorus, got a feeling, that part. On guitar, it's actually da da dum da da dum da da dum da da dum basically. But what I'm doing live is that's a bit hard to do perfectly cleanly. So what I'm doing is that I'm doing basically. And that again syncs me up with the kick of the drums. And it allows, it kind of gives it a bit more bounce. Got a feeling. Something like that, Steve. It's basically the synth wave. It has a little trick. It has another little trick to it. You can see that I'm going up to the 10th fret, but I need to mute everything with my left hand. So like I'm constantly switching between like muting everything, up here and then going up here and then kind of doing this back and forth. And sometimes you kind of hear like guitar squeaks and things like that, which I don't necessarily see as a huge problem because like it sounds live. It sounds like a live guitar. This is what a guitar sounds like, yeah. Did we enjoy the new song, chat? Okay, time for Have You, which has some, on the verses I play something slightly different on the second verse than what I did on the actual recording. Here you can see that because it's a bit of a more vibey part, I'm actually playing it with my fingers and using my fingers as a pick. When you use an actual pick, right? So this is like Tortex, right? And it's pretty hard material. So like when you hit the string, there's a lot of attack to it. So that's why I'm using the fleshy bits of my fingers as sort of picks in order to get a smoother vibe. Not super happy with the tone I'm using here. My live tone basically makes the guitar sound like Chris Isaac's Wicked Game. That was the tone I was going for. And that's what I think is, on the recording of it, that's pretty much like the guitar tone I was going for. This is oh yes, the break. Okay. But you know what time it is? It's time to go down to hell! Here's another instance of muting with both hands. I'm muting both with my right hand and with my left hand because I really want to get that percussive right sound to it. Already on the way. Vibes, Gabby, vibes. Okay, so here's the part that I play differently live, this second verse. I'm following the vocals a lot more, I'm being more playful with the guitar part. Fudged it a little bit. You can see it in my face as well. I hesitated. I swear, that's one of my biggest enemies. Hesitation. Whenever you see me hesitate like that, it's because I was thinking. You don't need to think. Whenever I'm playing, whether it's like at rehearsals or live or here on stream for you guys, like I need to not think, just play. My body knows what to do. The muscle memory is there. I've practiced this song. I've played it a billion squillion times. I know how to play that part. But I just hesitated a little bit. The chorus. Before we hit the chorus, let me just say, you'll see me again play long, open chords. The reason for that is that the vocals are very intense. So the vocals are intense. Your orchestra is very intense. There's a lot of layering, a lot of stuff happening on the song. So that's why I play big open chords. Leave space. Let the song breathe and let your other instruments breathe. It's not just about the guitar, at least for us. It's muscle memory at this point, Gabi. Just stop thinking, yeah. Could you effing not? Have you tried not? Here's a thought. Oh no, a thought. Luca, will the set you play today will be the set for Yash? Yes, it will be, Luca. This is the set we're playing tomorrow in like literally less than a day now in Yash, and then on Saturday in Suceava. I've been dying for a long time, a long time. a little bit there, sorry. And now for the stankiest of stanky breakdowns. Move! That's just a silly, fun, stupid breakdown, I swear. That's just fun. That's just fun. And you know what the funny thing about this breakdown is? That whenever, like, there have been a lot of times where we've played it, especially to a new audience. Because, you know, last year people were, and this year as well, you know, new people will see us. And new people have seen us live. And the cool thing is that and we never anticipated this. So we have that boom break, and during the break, you can hear people from the audience going like, "Whoo, sheesh, whoo, yeah!" Like every time this breakdown hits, not every time, like a lot of times when this breakdown hits, like the audience is like, "Sheesh." What was that goofy pick scrape climb thing? Oh, it's just a stupid thing. I'm muting with my left hand the strings, so like whenever you play, it's like pick, 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 pick. And what I'm doing is that I'm hitting it with the pick, so like I'm coming in with the pick like this onto the string, basically, and I'm hitting it so hard where even though it's muted, it's still sort of moving, so it's creating that sound. It creates this staccato sort of that goes with the drums. And then this stupider thing that I'm doing is that after that, I'm hitting like the lowest string with the pick like this. So like if this is the string, I'm coming in like this and hitting it just haphazardly. Sometimes I miss during rehearsals, but most of the times I hit it. And it's just so ridiculous. And then when I'm doing this, like shaking the guitar, it's also a goofy move. It's a fun move, but it kind of helps to kind of make sure that the string is still going, like, you know, flapping about. It's hard for me. It's very fast. Okay, let's look at wish me luck. And then we're gonna wrap it up. Oh boy, this song. Yes, Stu. It actually is, yeah. It's that one. This is a very tricky song. It requires a lot of economy in the picking, but it's also like very fast, so like I need to move very quickly, and it's I still don't have it like perfectly right exactly the way I like it. But it's very fast. I think it's like 200 tempo. And this intro, I'm actually playing it live. It's not a backing track thing. This is Bloodbox MFers! Yeah! So Bloodbox is inspired by Mick Gordon, right? The Doom soundtrack. I think it's obvious for everybody, but it also has some other influences like health or industrial music, like this band. And also like the John Wick soundtrack and things like that, actually. Luca, you're saying it's your favorite song. Oh, dang. Okay. In Bloodbox, you like the ending. Well, yeah, that's another stupid breakdown that we're doing. Can't wait for the studio release. I can't wait for it either, Philip. Jump! That tone needs some EQ. That is a terrible tone. The more I hear, the more I hate it. Sorry, this was prepared pretty haphazardly. Yeah, exactly, Philip. So having the lo-fi intro, actually playing it, to me, Bloodbox is a song that is supposed to go hard, go fast, right? It's supposed to be about energy. And, having that as a backing track, to me, at least, doesn't give me that energy. It's problematic because I actually have to play it, and it's sort of, I'm the only thing that's audible there outside of like sub drops and things like that. So it can be, I need to pay attention to not mess it up. But like when I do play it properly, which is most times hopefully, not today apparently, okay, I think it really helps to bring in that energy right live and get people going, yeah. The drums that you're hearing, by the way, are just the demo drums that I did. They're not like David's real drums. He plays it so amazingly live. Like, you gotta see it to believe it. We actually redid the whole lyrics to this song. Can't wait for you guys to hear the new version. Accurate. And again, another lo-fi bit that I actually do live. I want to see a mosh pit going down in the chat right now. Come on. Oh, okay, cringe Dan. Go! See, this is what happens. This is what happens when you try to when you clown around and forget to start the riff properly. I want to see a mosh pit going down in the chat right now. Come on. Go! Bounce! Such a stupid, silly breakdown. Yeah, so that was it. That was it. Hope y'all are doing fantastic, and hope you enjoyed this sort of peek behind the curtain, and also, getting ready with me for our show tomorrow. What is that snare? It's just redonkulous. It's an explosion. That's what it is, Stu. So, thank you so much for hanging out. I really have to run. I need to finish up some prep work for tomorrow, and also to get some sleep. We went a little bit over what I was planning, so thank you so much for hanging out. I love you. check out our stuff, and thank you so much once again for hanging out. Much love. Take care out there. We'll chat on our Discord. Bye!